What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful bald guy coming at you with a special one today. Because this car here is not just beautiful, it's actually currently owned by the man behind the camera, and it is for sale. So we want to do a bit of a highlight for you. This thing here, 2019 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. GLI stands for good looking, isn't it? You know, we're gonna use it. We're gonna jump underneath the hood. This thing has a 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged, stock 236 horsepower, 274 pound-feet of torque. But this one's gone through just a wee bit of an APR tune. Second level, this thing's 334 horsepower now and 338 pound-feet of torque. What? Taking a look at these wheels, I absolutely love them. Really gorgeous look. I love the red calipers. And with the entirety of that black and red highlights, very sleek. One of the really cool things with this one as well, we've got our buttons, so if the keys are in your pocket, you can actually go so bold as to just open up like that, and it will unlock just with the key there. You've also got the push button to lock it up. Jumping into the back, I need to show you the size of this trunk, because you can fit like probably 4 bald guys in there. All right, if that's your thing. I'm not gonna Tetris myself in. The other thing that I really wanna point out is our exhaust. This is a dual exhaust, but this is not the same one as before, because the track exhaust is quite loud. This one, smooth like butter, which you are gonna be able to hear when we take this thing for a spin. But for now, let's check out inside. Come on. All right, here we are inside the Jetta, right off the top, and this is gonna give you lots of glee, GLI. Clean Carfax, under 50,000 kilometers, and our seats, they're a 5er. That's right. We got heated, cooled, power leather memory seats. We've got our 6-speed manual, which just brings me so much joy to be able to drive a stick shift again. We've got dual zone temperature control. We've got one touch up and down for all 4 of our windows. We've got a sunroof. We've got Beats audio. We've got ambient lighting. This thing, it has everything you could want. And now we're going to take it for a spin. Let's see you on the road. All right, here we go. Let's get this going. Yeah. It's all right. What's awesome. So multiple driving modes. We've got, it's comfort, sport, eco,
normal,
and normal. Makes sense. And like you can actually feel the suspension change the second that you jump between them. It's really, really cool. The vehicle actually tells you when to shift as well. I learned on a 5-speed, and you had to push your gears pretty far, and this one is much more forgiving. Your RPM isn't going to quit on you if you drop underneath $2,000, which used to happen to my old car. But so you can pull up your navigation. You can even pull it up to a full screen, right? Or go into, some extra information, including what's currently playing, how long the vehicle's been on for, all that fun stuff. And then back to the gauges that we like, because it makes me feel like a race car driver. We've got rain sensing wipers, which is pretty fantastic, because I haven't had to touch the dial at all, and it's just adjusting to the great fun insanity that is the rain that we've got going on right now. Well, you know what? We'll use that as the excuse for why my shifts aren't really smooth, because it's raining and I'm distracted. It's so comfortable driving this car. Like, I've just been able to cruise. I don't have to worry about. When I was growing up, you really had to watch your shift points, and while that's still obviously important, it's more of a way to enhance the driving, as not so much if you don't do this, you're gonna cause problems.
Yeah, and even though it's in sport mode, it's still like an economically minded shift reminder.
Yeah, like it's awesome. Like we're doing about 100 kilometers an hour, and we're in sport mode, and we're under 2K RPM. Right, so it's still going to get you great fuel economy, but if I put my foot down, you feel it. And even with that lower RPM, which is awesome for the fuel economy, if I put my foot down, this car responds. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do that right now because it will respond so well, I'll end up in the back seat of that guy's vehicle. But it's really, really comfortable. I'm very impressed. Yeah, honestly, the car is a blast to drive, and it's warming my heart that I'm getting to shift again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch drivers here shortly, and we're gonna put Keegan on the spot, let him, and I'm gonna be able to focus a little bit more on asking some questions about the driving experience for someone who has owned the vehicle for a while. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there.
And now, foot to the floor, turbos go. And it's not the fastest thing, however, it's pretty damn fun. But it's a fun car. Like, it's the power of it isn't too much. It's not unmanageable. I used this all winter. I had good winter tires on it, and I had zero issues. I didn't get stuck once. Like, it's able to keep itself contained, but still let you have that fun that you like, that you want to have if you're buying a tuned car.
Yeah. So, legitimate question for you here, because I know that anyone who's actually going to be, wanting to buy this, they're gonna want to know what's the reason for getting out of this.
Well, Matt can attest to this for sure. It's working at a car dealership. We all just we drive that one car that just bites us, gives us that little itch to change vehicles, and I've definitely gotten that itch, and I'm not proud to say it, but it's bad.
It's so real though.
I love this car so much. I've had so much fun with it, but I think it's just time for me to try something new, see what else is out there.
Yeah, it's definitely the industry average is we switch cars a lot more often. When you do drive a lot of different styles of vehicle and all of these cool features that I might not have this one and this one, and I've never tried that before.
This one has them all, right?
Yeah. Well, but the thing is I know for myself, I've driven a lot of vehicles. Man, it's so weird being behind the camera, but it's kind of cool. I'm the captain now. I've driven all sorts of cars that gave me different experiences. I've driven SUVs, I've driven minivans, I've driven trucks. There's different features to everything, and it really kind of depends on where you're at in life. And I think for car sales, we have to try them all. And sitting here in the sitting here in the passenger seat is I'm super comfortable. This chair hugs me.
Still in sport mode.
Yeah.
If we go to comfort mode, the dynamic chassis control, it really obviously it's not perfect. It's when this car was new, I think it was around $35,000 MSRP.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But for that price of car, having dynamic chassis control and being able to lessen the bumps and the imperfections of the road this well, is great. I mean,
this car definitely feels, very similar to its luxury partners, right? When you're looking at things like
the
Audi
S3 that we did a while ago.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it, right? It feels very similar to that in function and in fun and in function. Sorry, that was terrible. It feels much more luxury in its ride and in its features. And I mean, even to be able to look at, your performance specs and to have the display and everything here, all of the cool controls. I'm going to turn my cooled seats on because, All right, so that's going to be it for our hilariously fun experience. The last thing that we want to highlight before we really close this up, check out these daytime running lights. These things, it's full spotlight, full incredible. All right, now, if you want to own this car, all right, you got a couple of different options. I'm going to give you the one to call me, and we'll also list Keegan's number on here as well. But you can give me a call, 403-369-3609. We'll list Keegan's as well. Give us a call. You want to own this car. It is an absolute blast to drive. Super comfortable. Got to come check it out.